When shopping for an affordable 7-seater people hauler, most Filipinos would still default towards the usual suspects from Japanese car makers. However, most options in the 1.2 million to 1.3 million Philippine peso space are often devoid of any features and are often powered by, well, underpowered engines. So what do you do if you want a 7-seater people hauler that has stunning good looks, chock full of features, and also a more powerful engine without having to sell a kidney? Well, I have two viable options right here, the Geely Okavango Urban and the Maxus D60 Elite. Which of these two value 7-seater people haulers deserve a slot in your garage? It's time for us to find out. Let's do this! Hello guys, I'm Reagan and welcome back to another Car Comparo. If you're new to my channel, I hope you click that subscribe button and become part of the Reagan Strides family. If you're my subscriber already, well, thank you so much for your support. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, but I do hope that you also click that like button. Also, special thanks to Maxus Philippines for lending us the Maxus D60 Elite and also Geely Manila for lending us their Okavango Urban, especially to Boss Ellie. If you have a need for any of these vehicles, you may go to the respective dealers, but for the Geely, go to Geely Manila and get your Geely fix. What we have here are two of the latest 7-seater people haulers from the Middle Kingdom. That's China, by the way, in case you don't know where the Middle Kingdom is. Now, these are some of the most cutting-edge, good-looking people haulers that you can get for below 1.5 million Philippine pesos. The Geely Okavango Urban arrived in our shores last November 2020, and it immediately became a social media and internet darling because of its solid value proposition. The Maxus D60 Elite was launched in the Philippines last February 2021, and it arrived with lesser fanfare than the Geely Okavango Urban. However, despite that quiet arrival, let's not count out this impressive crossover just yet. I mean, look at this thing. There's nothing quiet about its design or even its color. So which of these two people haulers will suit you best? Well, we break it down according to the following categories: price, exterior looks, interior cabin quality, tech features, space, and of course, the drive. So if you're ready guys, let's do this.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Geely Okavango Urban shocked the local car industry when it launched last November 2020 because this is a premium 7-seater people hauler at such an affordable price. The retail for this mid-spec Okavango Urban starts at 1,328,000 Philippine pesos, and it severely undercuts the Toyota Innova. But the Okavango Urban offers more safety features, tech, creature comforts, and of course, a more powerful and engaging drive. The thing is, the Maxus D60 Elite, which was launched just last February 2021, arrives at an even more cutthroat price of only 1,258,000 Philippine pesos. Now, that's already for this top-spec model. Now, since this is the price category, guys, it's quite obvious that between these two people haulers, the Maxus D60 Elite takes the win for the price category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Okavango Urban has the same boxy Scandinavian design that can be found across the Geely crossover range. It has hints of Volvo, well, no surprise there really. Plus, it also comes with the premium bits that we've come to expect from these Chinese offerings, such as LED headlights and fog lights, 18-inch alloys, and an overall muscular stance. The Maxus D60 Elite has a front fascia that is straight out from a sci-fi movie. It has an imposing and bold and muscular body that will shock you with its awesomeness, especially when it comes in this orange color. Now the D60 Elite also has 18-inch alloys, but it takes a step further because it gives us actual step boards found underneath the doors. The rear end of the D60 Elite is also bolder than the Okavangos because it comes with an impressive LED light strip and twin functional exhaust pipes. Now, since the D60 Elite is not afraid to push that design envelope, and it also comes in this orange color, well, it takes the win for the exterior looks category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Okavango Urban has a decent level of cabin materials used here, starting with the leather seats found here and also the leather wrapped steering wheel, as well as the leather on the middle dashboard. However, we do get some hard plastics here, from the door cards to the top of the dashboard, even to the center tunnel here. The fit and finish though is quite good. There are really no complaints there, but let's see how the D60 Elite compares when it comes to the cabin materials category. The Maxus D60 Elite comes with a plusher interior than its rival. We also get leather seats here, but the leather quality that's been used is a tad bit better than the ones found in the Geely Okavango Urban. Now we also have a fully leather-wrapped door card here, and the entire dashboard is also wrapped in leather. And we even have some contrast stitching here thrown in for good measure. Now when you look at the steering wheel, we also have a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and even the center tunnel, well, the sides of the center tunnel is also wrapped in red stitch leather and also soft padded materials. Now the fit and finish is also pretty tight. The tolerances are superb, and it could even rival some of the offerings coming from Europe. So because the Maxus D60 Elite has a more premium and plusher interior, it takes the win for the cabin materials category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Maxus D60 Elite's tech features will shock and awe you at first because it comes with this massive iPad-style screen right there in the center of the dashboard. However, once that initial shock is done and over with, you'll realize that this Maxus D60 Elite is even more analog than the Geely Okavango. We get an analog instrument gauge cluster here, but we do have a colored multi-information display right there in the center. The infotainment system is only just an 8-inch touchscreen affair, and it doesn't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but this Maxus D60 Elite also doesn't have QD Link. So you're just limited to Bluetooth connectivity for your tunes and other stuff on your infotainment system. Now we also just get a reverse camera here, but the image quality of that reverse camera, man, it is surely not high definition. Now the climate control system here looks really fantastic and futuristic in fact, but this is just a manual system. Bit of a cop-out there. So when you compare it against the Geely Okavango's triple zone climate control system, yeah, this kind of falls short. So despite looking really techy and futuristic, well, this Maxus D60 Elite's tech features falls a little bit short from its appearance. Geelys have always been known for giving us cutting-edge tech inside their cars, and the Okavango Urban is no different. We have here a fully digital and customizable instrument gauge cluster there, and we also have a larger 10.25-inch touchscreen display here for your infotainment system. Now we don't get Apple CarPlay or Android Auto here, but we do have QD Link smartphone mirroring, which is still much better than the D60 Elite's Bluetooth only connection. Now we also have a fantastic 360-degree view camera here, and the image quality is the best in the business. Finally, the Okavango Urban comes with a triple zone climate control system, so that is head and shoulders higher than the Maxus D60 Elite's manual air conditioning only. Now it's quite obvious, guys, well, when it comes to the tech category, the Geely Okavango Urban takes the win.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Maxus D60 comes in either a 7-seater configuration that we have here in the Elite or a 5-seater configuration, which is found in the base model Pro. Now, this Maxus D60 has a shorter wheelbase than the Geely Okavango, which translates to lesser space inside the cabin. Now, having said that, guys, we've got lesser legroom here, and that's especially true if you have passengers in the third row. And speaking of the third row, guys, well, the third row seats are mostly just for kids or small adults below 5'6". The cargo capacity of the Maxus D60 Elite is also decent, but not really class-leading. We have a manual liftgate here. It's not power-assisted, even in this top-spec variant. Now, when you pop open that liftgate, with the third row in use, you get 170 liters of trunk capacity. If you need more space, you could always tumble down the third row seats, and that grants you 900 liters of cargo space. It's decent, guys, but as I mentioned, it's not really class-leading. The Geely Okavango Urban has a longer wheelbase than the Maxus D60 Elite, and it shows right here in the second and the third row of the Okavango Urban. This is quite spacious, and 3 average-sized adults could easily and comfortably fit right here in the Okavango Urban second row. The third row is also very serviceable because people up to 5'8" could easily and comfortably fit at the third row. Now, the seats of the second row are also more configurable and more customizable because you've got a 3-way split for your second row seats instead of the usual 60-40 split. Now, for toys, we get more toys here in the Okavango Urban because the passengers here at the back gets their own climate control system. The Geely Okavango Urban's trunk space is also one of the class leaders. Pop open that power liftgate. It comes with a power liftgate versus the manual liftgate of the Maxus D60 Elite. Once you pop open that liftgate, you get 257 liters of trunk capacity, but that's with the third row in use. If you need more space than that, you could tumble down the third row seats, and that will give you 1,200 liters of cargo capacity, which completely destroys the 900 liters of the Maxus D60 Elite's trunk capacity. Well, since the Geely Okavango Urban is the larger vehicle and it has more trunk space, well, it's quite obvious, guys. The Geely Okavango Urban takes the win for the space category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Maxus D60 Elite is also a highly capable performer because it's equipped with a 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine that puts out 167 horses and 250 Nm of torque. Now, since it has a 4-cylinder engine, it's a bit smoother at idle, but not really that much when you compare it to the Okavango. Now, this D60 Elite is also equipped with a dual clutch transmission, a 7-speed at that, but this dual clutch is the dry type, hence there's a little bit more herky-jerky and jerkiness in stop-and-go traffic. The drive is also quite engaging, but it still falls short when you compare it to the Geely Okavango. Still, it is quite a capable performer. The Geely Okavango Urban is equipped with a 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine and a mild hybrid system. This is the same engine that can be found in the Geely Azkara, and it puts out 190 horses and 300 Nm of torque. Now, despite being down by 1 cylinder against the Maxus D60 Elite, the drive feels a bit more engaging in the Geely Okavango, and it feels more responsive, mainly because of the tuning of its 7-speed wet-type dual-clutch transmission. The Okavango also has drive modes, an Eco, Normal, and Sport mode, which are noticeably missing in the Maxus D60 Elite. So because the Geely Okavango Urban has the flexibility of its drive modes, plus it also has more power and a more engaging drive, well, it takes the win for the drive category.
Turn it up. Let's go.
The arrival of both the Geely Okavango Urban and the Maxus D60 Elite has truly made the affordable 7-seater people hauler segment a lot more interesting. But which of these two value people haulers is the right one for you? Well, if you prioritize space, tech, and a better driving engagement and don't mind paying a little bit more, well then the Geely Okavango Urban is your next family vehicle. But if you're somebody who wants a futuristic looking ride with a premium cabin at a price that will make you smile, well then the Maxus D60 Elite is truly the value pick there. These two vehicles are telling signs of what lies ahead in the local automotive arena. The Filipino family no longer needs to settle for the usual suspects because we have these two tremendous value for money options available to us right now. Well, anyway guys, until my next comparo, thanks for watching.